in the middle, honey.
And it's so way.
Go right in the middle, because it can't focus on you if you're... Right there, good job. Can you sing your song?
You did.
I can. Can you say hello? Is Mabel sleepy?
Yeah.
Okay. Here. Can you say hello?
Hello. Mabel sleeping.
Mabel's sleeping. So Ava.
Birthday party.
Yeah, we're going to go to a birthday party in a little bit. But first we want to talk about you. You. Can you tell them, what do you like to play?
Those
What's those?
animals.
You like to play with the animals? Ooh, are we learning about farms right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, what's your favorite animal?
The sheep is an animal.
The sheep is your favorite animal right now?
Yeah.
Do you remember what a sheep says?
I say no.
That's a horse. A horse goes neigh, and a sheep goes bah.
And sheep go bah.
Yeah. Can you look at the camera and can you tell them what do you like? What's your favorite movie?
One
What's your favorite movie?
One
Moana's your favorite today?
Yeah.
That's cool. What do you like about Moana?
Just sing when I'm happy.
They sing when you're happy. I like that. All right, so we're gonna update people on how you're doing, and then we're gonna answer some questions, okay? All right, so Ava is doing great. We have a couple doctor's appointments coming up, and because she is going to be 3 in June. Your birthday's coming up. Are you almost 3 years old?
Not yet.
Not yet, soon, in just a couple months. Are you excited about your birthday party?
Yeah. I am 2 days ears.
Yeah, you're 2 years old right now. Yep, 2. And then soon you're gonna be 3. Can you do 3 fingers?
3.
Yeah, there it is, almost. Good job.
I'm be 10 years old.
You're gonna be 10 years old? No, you're not. You're only turning 3. All right, so.
I'm 3.
Yeah, the appointments we have coming up are we're gonna see her dentist, we're gonna see the plastic surgeon, we're gonna see her speech pathologist, yeah, and then of course her pediatrician. You wanna take a break for a little bit? Okay, but then you have to go somewhere else instead of right in front of me. So while Ava plays with her animals, I will try to answer some of the questions that we got today. Because this is kind of an update and a Q&A. I put like kind of a call out on social media to see if anybody had questions for us. So let's see, the first one that I want to answer. Okay, so let me read this question, and I'm gonna try to film this answer again because the first time I did, Ava was running around and singing and it was kind of distracting. So they wanted to know how we decided to have another baby after Ava. They just had their first baby who has PRS, and the whole NICU journey and multiple surgeries was so hard and traumatic, and they're struggling with the thought of having other kids. What was our experience like? So basically it was interesting because I think I was kind of naive about just having 2 babies because I think it was harder than I thought it was, but not for the reasons you'd think. So it was more learning how to split your attention between two humans instead of just letting all your attention go on one. So I always knew that I wanted multiple kids, and so it was important to me for Ava to have a sibling. And it was interesting the processing I had around that, because in some ways it was equally as overwhelming, the idea of having a healthy baby, because I didn't know what that path looked like. And it was also overwhelming, the idea of having another PRS baby. But I knew two things. I knew both Dan and Ava had PRS, and after that first year, they were okay. And I look at Ava and I saw like how much joy she brought, even with all of the intense surgeries. I saw what I was able to accomplish and what I had the strength to go through because we went through her stuff, that I knew if it happened again, I was strong enough to do it. And it wasn't perfect. It was not without pain and struggle, but I knew that what I got out of that experience was still worth it to me. Obviously, cue the toddler. So, yeah.
I'm really sad.
Why are you sad?
Because Daddy said he don't want me to talk.
Oh, Daddy said he didn't want you to talk over there because Mommy is trying to film this.
Yeah.
Oh, do you want to sit with me while I finish, and then we'll turn it off and you can talk?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just talking about how special you are. Did you know that?
I don't want.
No, you want to go play?
I want to play.
Okay, you can go play right there. So how the actual experience was like was interesting for me because, as you know, Mabel does not have PRS, and she was a healthy baby. And what was interesting is that I find that your happiness of an experience is to do a lot with your expectations. If you think your experience is going to look like X and then it looks like Y, you find yourself feeling a little disappointed and sometimes frustrated that you didn't get what you thought you were getting. And with Mabel, everything looked positive for her not having PRS, and she was born. It was confirmed she didn't have PRS, so I kind of let my guard down, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna have this like experience of like a newborn bubble where we're just gonna be at home nursing, and I don't have to go to the doctor every day, and I'm going to just kind of soak up that time as a new family. Well, Mabel then had a tongue and lip tie, and we did find out pretty quickly, but then part of what our doctor recommended for getting it fixed was, once you have it fixed, they also wanted us to see a chiropractor and then go back for follow-up appointments plus the normal pediatrician appointments. So we were having frequent doctor's appointments anyway, even with a healthy baby. And that was so different than what I had expected that I found very frustrating and difficult. And I mean, you're already super hormonal after you give birth, and so like it was just a really interesting thing that happened. And the way I look at other having more children, because we haven't decided anything yet, but me and Dan are considering if we want to have one more or if we want to be done. We haven't decided yet, but part of what we are considering is, well, what happens if this baby 3 has PRS again? Because that experience is still going to look different than what Ava's did, because Ava it was just her. I could focus 100% of my attention there. And anytime you add a child into your house, you are relearning how to divide attention, meet multiple needs. And it's like you finally get to a point where you're like, okay, I'm managing 2. I know how to split my time and attention. And then if you add more, then you have to do it all over again. And it can be really hard, and you can have really hard days. And honestly, I think that happens whether or not the baby has PRS, it just looks different. So, I mean, that was a lot of talking, but basically my advice is, and take it with a grain of salt because I don't know your full situation, and your surgery and NICU experience was probably looked a little different than ours because they usually do. There's no identical cases. So, you know, take this with a grain of salt. But if it's important to you to have another baby or have a sibling for your first, like, take heart in that you accomplished it the first time. You were strong enough the first time and you got this beautiful, beautiful baby out of it. And if you search your soul and you're like, you know what, that was so hard, that did such a number on me emotionally, like, I honestly don't know that I have that in me to do it again. And that's okay too. Like, that is a completely okay decision. So if that's the choice, like, give yourself some peace and grace about it, because having a baby who's sick is so hard and so overwhelming, and that short period of life where you're in it, it's no joke. Like, it's just hard, and that's what that part of life looks like. But like I said, the statistics for having another PRS baby, unless there's like a known genetic mutation, or it's fairly low. Me and Dan look at it a little differently because Dan obviously did have PRS, and so even though there was nothing on our genetics that came up, we kind of look at it like, well, 50% they could have my nose or Dan's nose, 50% they could have my chin or Dan's chin, which then would mean PRS. So anytime we choose to have another child, we kind of brace ourselves and ready ourselves for that possibility. But again, knowing that we have the strength to get through it and to love a child even in the midst of a hospital setting, and rely on our community and our family and ourselves if we have to do that path again. So I hope that is helpful. I know, like, there's no perfect answer, but I had a very wise friend that said, like, because like I said, we were considering having another child, that you will find joy and happiness in either situation. Meaning, like, if you do have another baby, that's going to become your family dynamic and you will find joy in that. And if you don't have another baby, you're going to be able to settle and enjoy your current family dynamic in a way you haven't yet, because things are constantly changing with kids. So I hope that helps, and let's see what the next question is. Does Ava go to speech therapy now, or did she, and how does that go? So Ava has surprised us with her speech. So she has seen her speech pathologist since she was born, because in the early months and year, they teach her, the speech therapy is more about teaching how to eat. So it was like getting specialty bottles, watching the position you were feeding in, making sure she had enough calories. Because a lot of the eating skills do help with the speech development skills. And then, like I said, Ava ended up surprising us. So we went in for a check after the cleft palate repair, and they were like, okay. And I think they saw us in like another couple months, and then we're like, so our language acquisition is doing really good. It's still too early to really gauge nasality or whatever, so we'll see you in a year. And I'm going like, what? I kind of expected we'd see, we'd be in there a lot more. And I think for some families that is what it looks like. But like I said, Ava has surprised us. So when they go to speech therapy appointment, it's actually kind of fun. They just play with the kids and ask them questions, and there's lots of toys, and like they try to ask questions and guide to see what sounds they're able to make. But I think as far as doctor's appointments go, it's one of the easiest more enjoyable ones. The news afterwards is either like good or bad. So, and that for me comes with any doctor's appointments where you're a little like waited with bated breath to see like, okay, well, how is she doing? Like, what do you think? Is it doing okay? But like I said, Ava has surprised us all, and it seems to be doing really well. Because like I said, she's not even 3 yet, and she is talking fairly well. And we have a speech appointment coming up, and that's more to gauge the nasality check to kind of guide us one way or the other if they think that is a problem, or if we might want to start looking at, or at least considering a surgical option. Another question we got today, let me see, was kind of around speech as well. They said that my boy is 15 months old, has PRS, the palate's repaired, and he hasn't really started saying words, just sounds. And I will say that I hear that in other PRS cases. That has not been Ava's case, but I don't think that is uncommon. And even for a baby without a cleft palate, I don't think, like, it's at that time where you start kind of asking questions and like seeking out resources in case there are things to do to help, but it's not unheard of for that to be the path. If you are concerned, definitely like talk to the pediatrician, and like if they recommend a speech pathologist, like I was just talking about, like I really value those appointments, and so like do find those very helpful. Yeah, it's difficult because kids all learn on different paths and different growth curves, and speech is one especially that I found that it can take a while, and then all of a sudden once they start to get it and it clicks, you can have like this huge jump in language. Think about like adults learning a new language. Sometimes it does take a while before you can really master all of those sounds of a new language. I have been finding just childhood development, both speech and like physical, large motor skills, all of that I find fascinating. And I do have a teaching background in that I taught preschool for 2 years. And then before that was teaching theater to a variety of ages. So how people learn and how people acquire a new skill I find fascinating anyway. But how you go from a brand new baby, a newborn who can't talk, can't really see too far out in front of them, obviously can't crawl or move or do any of that, and then the steps that it takes to get to like even a toddler age where they are walking and talking, and like that's fascinating to me, and the amount that kids accomplish in that short amount of time is amazing. Okay.
Bye.
Bye. Can you tell anything else about you? What are you doing right now?
I'm making a castle.
You're making a castle.
For Elsa.
For Elsa? What blocks do you have there? Ooh, is that the tip or the top of the castle, or is that for a room in the castle?
That is a top for a castle.
The top for a castle?
Yeah.
Yeah, and how big are you going to make it?
It's gonna be 2 Elsa castle. I mean a one.
You're going to make just one castle, one big Elsa castle?
And then I'm doing a white castle.
Ah, you're going to do a castle for Snow White too?
Yeah, she's going in the other one.
Okay, she's going to go in the other one. What else are you going to make today?
I'm going to put another one by her.
Another block by her? You
Yeah.
mean by Snow White?
Yeah.
Did we watch part of that movie yesterday?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are we going to watch the rest of it later?
Yeah.
Yeah.
With dinner.
You want to watch it with dinner?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought we could do that. All right. Do you want to share anything else?
I want to watch Frozen instead.
You want to watch Frozen instead? What about the rest of the Snow White movie?
feel like Molly.
You want to do that one today and maybe Frozen later?
Yeah, with Morgan.
With Morgan. Oh, Morgan is our babysitter. They like to watch movies together and have some pizza, and that's the fun babysitting night. Morgan's fun to play with, though. All right, sorry. Say goodbye one more time.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Can you wave?
Bye.
Bye. I love you.
I love you.
Oh, that's nice. All right. Someone just asked, do you have any problems with your speech? Do you have an answer? Can you use your words? Ava, do you have any problems with your speech?
No.
No, not right now. Do you want to tell them a story? No, not right now. So Ava's right. So far, we don't have any issues that we are really working through with her speech. But as I said earlier, we are meeting with a speech pathologist in a few months, and then we'll get the official assessment. If anything, I will say that we do know that Ava's language acquisition is very high, even amongst non-cleft babies, and that has been a really fascinating, fun thing. Okay, where are you going? Okay. You want to leave those earrings on for a little while?
Yeah.
They are very pretty.
She's not. I want to leave him on.
You want to leave your necklaces on too?
No, I want to leave it off.
Necklaces off, but earrings on. Before we do that, can you say, hi, my name is Ava?
Take this off.
Yeah. I
But
can.
don't take this off.
Okay.
Take this off.
Okay. Here. Stand right here, though, okay? Can you say the words while I'm taking them off?
So, I mean, Ava, I'm 2.5.
You are 2.5. Good job. What's your favorite movie?
I'm Frozen, babe.
Frozen's still your favorite? Yeah. And who's your little sister?
Mabel.
Maple. Do you like having a sister? Do you like to play?
Yeah, what's her?
Yeah. She's upstairs, isn't she?
Yeah.
And who are your friends?
Sasha is my friends, and Lily is my friend. So, here they are, Tulip.
So Lily and Sasha. And who else?
Lily.
Lily again. Do you have other friends you want to say?
I want to say Afton and Odin.
Afton and Odin are your friends too. Let's see. Do you want to say anything else to the camera? Or
No, I jump.
you're gonna. Oh, you're good at jumping.